Hey everyone, it's Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another Crafty Favorites video for you guys. I like to do these every few months just to give you some ideas of what I've been enjoying in my craft room. I don't have too many this time because I really haven't been doing a whole lot of crafting because I guess work and just life in general has had me busy, and also sometimes my mojo just hasn't been there. So I think that happens to all of us. But I did want to share with you a few things that I was truly loving within the last few months. So I'm going to first start off with an acrylic block. And so before I get into explaining everything that I've been loving, if you hear anything else like kind of random noises or whatever, I have my window up in my craft room today. It's really nice outside, so I thought instead of obviously having the air conditioning on, I would have my window open. So if you hear things randomly going on, that's what it is. I just have my window open. So alright, with that said, I've been really enjoying this acrylic block here. This comes from Mama Elephant. It's a fairly smaller size. It's, you know, you can kind of get an idea of just seeing it in the palm of my hand here. But it's a really great size for like sentiments or smaller images. But it gives you that control because on the sides here, it has these little beveled edges, and it gives you the control of handling it, you know, lining it up and everything with your sentiments or whatever. And of course it's got the little grid lines. You can see that it's got some grid lines on there, so you can line up your sentiments or whatever image that you're using as well. So, and of course I like to use the grid lines on the block as well as the grid lines on my craft mat here to help me line up things on my block. So I think it's really a fairly inexpensive block too. It's not all that expensive. So if you're looking for a really good size, you know, fairly long, you know, really great, this is a great one to have, I think. Of course, it's really cute. It's got the little Mama Elephant logo on it. There, you can see it right there. It's just a really fun size and really nice size to have. So I thought I would share that with you guys on that. Next, hopefully, would be no surprise to some of you who've been watching my videos the last few months. And this may have been in my last one, I don't know. But if it has, you can definitely know that it is definitely a favorite. But this is the Blueprints 27 dies from MFT. And absolutely in love with this die set. It's one of my favorite die sets in my entire collection because of the size of the banners here. Of course, you got the long ones here. You've got a little heart and these little smaller little banner images that's got the little stitching. You can kind of see the stitching detail there. Of course, you've got this banner here, which I've used in a few videos. I can't grab anything because I kind of cut down my nails a little bit, but you can see the stitching on there. So I've used it several times. I've used pretty much all the banners. I haven't used these little pieces here, but the most obviously most used out of this entire set is this die here. And oh gosh, and I explained this in the video whenever I initially bought it from, it's the video with the Someone Says stamp. I think I called it the wish list edition. If I can think about it, I will link that video in the cards if you're interested in seeing that video whenever I initially bought this set, because it was again on my wish list. So, and I had the opportunity to go ahead and pick it up. So, but just to give you an idea, I went ahead and just die cut, and of course I can use this in a card or whatever, but this is what it does, and it gives it, if you just put this on a card, this is just a card I made, recently, but just to kind of cover it up so you can see, it kind of does a really great job of covering basically the entire front of a card, but also giving a nice border all the way around too. So. And this is that strip. This is this die here, just so y'all want to know. I think I did this in a video, yeah. So this was used for that banner there. So that's what the die set that I used for that. So obviously it's very well loved. I use it pretty much, I would say 98% of the time when I'm making a card now, I'm using either the banner dies, one of the banner dies, or definitely this frame die. And so very, very fun, and it's been a well worth the money in my craft room since I've bought it. So very, very much love that. Next, I want to share with you a pen that I've been enjoying. I actually got this recommendation from Tova, and she does videos obviously here on YouTube. She has her own channel, and I will link her channel in the cards above. But she uses this pen mainly for whenever she does coloring her images, which her coloring is absolutely fantastic. But she uses this pen for, she loves to outline her images after she colors them, just to give them a darker edge. So that's just her thing that she loves to do. But I love that it's dual-ended here. This is from Eco Tools, and it's I think it's a journaling pen. That's what it's mainly intended for. But it's got these dual-ended tips here, and I love this one here because I use this one mainly for writing on the inside of my cards or whatever. But here's that tip there. So you got that tip, and then you've got this one here, which is like a little bullet end. And I'm not exactly sure which end she actually uses to outline her stuff, but it's kind of like a marker end on this end. But it's a great pen, and I've been really enjoying it. It writes really smooth, and just a great one to have. I've been looking for another black pen. I usually use my Memento pen for the longest time because it's kind of the same thing where it has kind of like the same tips, but I just wanted to try something different. Of course, this tip is different, but I wanted to try out something different. She really always highly talks about this pen, so I thought I would give it a try, and I've been really enjoying it too the last few months. Next up is a background stamp. This comes from the Stamp Market. I haven't labeled my pocket yet. This comes from the Stamp Market. This is the marbled background, and I did a video also on this. Again, if I can think about it, I will go ahead and list the video in the cards here. But it's just something different to have in my collection of background stamps, and I just absolutely love this look. Of course, marble is really I guess trending at the moment. Anything marble is pretty popular at this time. So, but you can just do all kinds of things. You can emboss. You can. I did 3 different cards. I embossed this. I inked it up with rainbow order. I also stamped this. I did the embossing twice, but I also stamped this on craft cardstock, which was beautiful too. So fun, and I think this background is great for masculine cards. So that's why I love it, because you can put this on a card background for any guy that you have in your life that you're making a card for, and I think it would be a really great background just to complement the card altogether. So really fun, and really a lot of great uses for this one as well. Next up is another stamp from the Stamp Market that I've been really enjoying, and it's a sentiment stamp set. I've used this one quite a bit the last few since I've gotten it the last month or so, and I've also used this in videos. So I love this thinking of you sentiment, as well as this thanks for brightening my day. I've used this smile, it's your day, even this hey, hi, hello there. So really, I just love the different fonts and the different looks of all these sentiments in this one set. And it pretty much covers, you know, just a note, smile at your day. You've got the word friend here, best ever, get well soon. You are the bestest. I usually say that a lot. I'm happy everything, thinking of you, and then this is for you. So I've really been enjoying this one a lot. So it's called Best Ever Greetings. So if you're looking for another great sentiment stamp set, this is a good one to have for every day. And then finally, I have another sentiment stamp set. This one is from Altenew. This one is called Crafty Friends, and it's like chock full. I mean, chock full of different sentiments geared toward all of our crafty friends that we have in our lives. And probably my favorite one is this one here, Crafty Friends Are the Best Friends. Then you've got I love my crafty life, my crafty friends, make a beautiful mess today, keep calm and make cards. I'm still intending making a little like framed piece, like I can put in my craft room using this sentiment, but I haven't done it yet. You inspire me. Crafty friend like you is a gift. My soul is fed with stamps and ink. Just you're so talented. Do something creative every day. Happy crafting. I mean, so many sentiments in this one set. It's absolutely awesome. Absolutely perfect to the T for card makers. So if you haven't picked this one up, I really do recommend getting it, because if you're a sentiment lover like me and you obviously make cards like I do, this is a really great one to have. So I can't speak highly enough about it. So that is my crafty favorites within the last few months. Like I said, not too many this time, but of course, I just want to talk about the things that I really truly am loving and not just pull things just to make a video. So I hope that gives you some ideas on some things maybe to put in your wish list, or things that you might have been eyeing and not quite sure about yet. So anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.